Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're back in company of heroes on the Ardennes Assault, and as you can see, after taking a lot of the map, it's time to get rid of the areas which are cut off from supply. Lyonnais, Bastogne, and then working on basically pushing back the Germans, so we're looking at Wiltz, Speller, St. Vith, stuff like that. Now we're going to use Baker Company to start with, just because, well, we haven't used them yet. Let's get them into battle, let's make them earn their paycheck. We've had an encounter. Lieutenant Specialization is available at Speller. Secure the territory within 7 turns to gain access to it. At Speller? Okay. Well, first of all, we're going to Bastogne to take it out. They have standard enemy forces. This is Bastogne outskirts. The enemy has Fallschirmjäger troops, which are very good, and the enemy has access to light air support, so watch out for Ju-87s. Make sure your supplies outlast the Germans, capture the watchtowers to pinpoint any supply drops near them. Okay. So we basically just have to outlast them. Hopefully our supplies don't run dry like theirs might. And they probably won't. With a full battalion here, it's going to be hard for them to exhaust our supplies. I mean, they could do something risky and try and go out all-out offensive, but then they're going to be using more supplies, so if we hold that off, then they're definitely done for. It's much better to maybe take something like a half measure in this sense, but well, we'll see how the AI reacts. So far, it's been aggressive up to the point of insanity, and then understanding that it has to hold back, and then by the time that's happened, well, it's screwed, because we have regained a bit of a foothold. So let's get in there. We'll bring in some riflemen as usual. Try and get some lieutenants and stuff like that. Oop. Oh dear.
The weather's hampering our line of sight. We aren't going to be pinpointing any drop zones. So we'll have to search the sector in a hurry to get the supplies before Jerry.
I think that's fair enough. Oop.
If we can secure them, the high ground will give us a better vantage on the drops and an edge over the Germans. Check your sectors. Got reports of enemy aircraft in the area.
Right, so basically what it wants us to do is try and take as many points as possible so we can see what's going on. And then we can work out where the drops are coming from. I think that's fair enough. So far, we're just taking the points nearer to us so we can make sure that if the enemy does push on us, then we should be fine. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of resources right now. So getting stuff like lieutenants, captains, and majors is definitely something that's going to come further down the line. The reason for this is just because we don't have any fuel. We need to move to the north and the south to gain those fuel points to basically try and... If we can hold them, basically, we are in good stead, because it means we have a lot of fuel coming in, and we can get those big vehicles, which should get us and make us do well, stuff like the M4A3. So we're moving on this fuel points. With these guys, we'll move towards here. We will A-move them, though, just in case that we do run into someone. I believe we've played this map before. Yeah, we have. How weird. I remember playing this map before. We had... Oh, that's not good. We basically had this map, and we had to basically kill all of the tanks coming in. So it's just very odd to me how they have got this map and basically done it again, but maybe they probably have their reasonings, timing and all that. Let's just get this point so we can see where this is. These riflemen will push to the north to help out our boys, who I have just told to run over there. What do you mean we're at 200 points? Oh shit. Okay, so it's basically all about supplies. So let's get some riflemen in here right now. Unless we can get a lieutenant. Lieutenant costs 50, we can't get a captain. Let's get some riflemen in here. We could get an M3 half-track. Definitely going to get that, so it just helps us out in the long run. We've actually taken the south quite easily, which is nice to see. And with the taking of this, we'll be able to see where the supplies are. And there it is. Lovely. So that puts us in the lead. For now, anyway. And we'll just move around as we are. Holy lover of God. Let's just put these guys in here just so they can survive. Supply line has been cut. Oh, shut up. And once the half-track is in here, we should be completely fine. With these guys taking this ammo point, I think that's... munitions point, I think that's definitely worth it. So that's something that we need to work towards. I'd love to get a major in, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Basically, I'd want a major just to get the vehicles in. I think that would help us a hell of a lot. But we'll have to see. We do have a half-track on the way, which should definitely help us. We could change it into an area repair. I don't think it's needed. These guys are in a fight or flight mode, so let's just... We're actually killing them at quite a decent rate. That's impressive. We're taking this point, which is nice. We'll get into here. First of all, we'll just throw a grenade at them. Lovely. And now get in there. And now they don't have a lot of health, which is lovely. We'll move up the half-track just to try and take out any infantry that are around the point. We're basically trying to push so we can cover all of the sectors. We've taken this sector down here, which is good. We're going to get attacked in the north, which is not good. But the airdrop looks like it's coming to the north once again. So it's definitely good for us. Oh no, it's coming on the center position. Well, that's completely fine. We can move up the half-track just to have a look around. And we can move these guys over here to help these guys out. Tactical points is being captured over there. That's completely fine. We can lose that. Lieutenant is going to be on the battlefield pretty soon. So that's good for us. You guys, no, kill him. Stop him. Oh god, what is that? That's one of those really disgusting guns, which is really good against light armor and infantry, so we're going to pull back before it just absolutely wrecks us. Machine gunner is useful, but I think other stuff is more useful at this moment in time. We need to get some rear echelon troops into the center to help us out. We also need one of those infantry ambulances to help us out. Over here, we're definitely having issues, but we're probably not going to win that fight. We might do. There is a vehicle over there. Let's just move in the riflemen, see what's going on. Move the half-track very, very slowly behind. These guys definitely need to retreat. They've done well, though, holding the line. Cock and lock. And there is the lieutenant. We'll bring the lieutenant to the center. You guys, anti-tank rifle on this. And rear echelon troops need to go to the center as well. So we got the new riflemen. They're going over there. We'll send them to the south since there's literally nothing there. Damaged engine on that guy, at least that's good. That's where the anti-tank rifle is, so we've got to watch out for that. We've got to watch out for all these guys coming in. And we have taken this position, which is good. It looks like the airdrop may be coming into the south. So we do have to watch out for that. It would make sense if it comes in from the south. Come on, shoot them. Shoot them in the face. Close enough. Alright, so it's 3 versus 5. We should easily win that fight. We also need to get this guy back up to full strength. What we need to do, I don't think we need any anti-tank stuff yet. Stuart would be very useful since we haven't really seen anything that could take out stuff like that. These guys are just running. I don't know what they're doing. Another thing that we do need to sort out is, once again, as I said before, an ambulance. The ambulance is key. We need to capture that crate, which is there. Lieutenant, earn your boots, son. Go and get that. So something that these guys need to do is repair this. Just make sure that it's up and ready. Lieutenant! Lieutenant! Stop them! I don't care if you die, just take it. Nice! So we've got that, so we are ahead. It is 170 versus 135 right now, which is beautiful. These riflemen will move to this point to try and take it. We are holding this point with 2 men. So we need to get the ambulance there as soon as possible. We will put some men in front of them just so they are the first targeted. So hopefully these guys who are on very low health survive, because we're going to get the ambulance up there as soon as possible just to try and make sure that we can keep them there. Sorry about that. That is my phone. It's obviously very vibraty. But these guys are moving back, which is nice. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move these guys just over here for now. The reason I do that is so they are out of the way of fire just for this moment in time. There is another car coming. But there we go. That was good. And who are you? The captain will move to the north, since that seems to be the point where he is going to be needed the most. The steward will move to the south. Oh shit. We lost the infantry troop. Nope. Good stuff. Right, rear echelons move to there. We have this pretty much covered. Let's just reinforce. We can reinforce using the half track, so that's what we'll do. And how are we doing up here? These guys are somehow pinned. Not exactly sure how that works. But we'll just get a reinforcement and then run them back. We do have a captain coming. They do have the bazooka, so they should do at least a decent amount of damage. Let's see where this is airdropped. It looks like it's airdropped to the bottom. We'll move the rifleman over just to take that. And there goes that, so that's good. We'll keep this here. We had to retreat them because they were going to die. It's as simple as that. Because they were suppressed, there wasn't really a lot we could do. Trying to mass a bunch of men up here just to try and hold this point. As you can see, only with the captain up here, they're not really going to hold the point for a very long time without help. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're bringing in. These guys, these rear echelon boys, need to secure this place behind them. And the riflemen need to join in as well. So far, we're 160 on 90, so we're actually doing a really good job. Okay. Why was that guy on his own? Was he one of those ridiculously fast people again? I've seen a few of them in this. I don't really understand how they work. Riflemen are back up to full. So let's just get him in. Captain are against some Fallschirmjäger. We'll get the riflemen into the outpost position. These rear echelon troops will try and attack these stern pioneers, and they will lose. Just because the stern pioneers are ridiculously good in this game. It's one of the reasons why I like to pick the this German faction in multiplayer, just because they do so much goddamn damage. Airdrop is inbound. It isn't crucial that we take this airdrop, but it would be nice to do. We'll move this guy up, just to make sure that everybody is healed in his radius. Lovely. Once the steward is in, he will cover this. Let's see. Well, we can easily get that, so let's just go and get that. At the same time, we should take our stewards, and we should sit him on here. It looks like they have outflanked us quite heavily here. So we'll just move this guy out here, so he's not the only guy who is trying to hold this. Once we get these guys back, once we kill the stern pioneers, then we will be able to move forward with this squad. And let's see. You guys have taken this, so that's good. We also have a rifle squad, so what we will do is we will push both squads over there and try and win that. This half-track has sustained quite a lot of damage, but the enemy is down to 55 points, which is good for us. We are now at 158, so we are obviously comprehensively winning. And we'll move these stewards up here. And let's see, some Volksgrenadiers, they should be dealt with pretty easily, and these guys are getting back there too. In the north, it seems like the Germans have stopped trying to attack me, probably a good idea. And the Stuart itself is moving up to try and secure our backlines, and it's not going too well. What we will do in the meantime with this lieutenant is just move over here. And by moving over there, I mean move 2 feet and then realise that the enemy's there. At the same time, we'll get these riflemen who were just brought in, and they will cover our lines. These guys have taken this point, which is really good. That's what we wanted them to do. The M3 is now back up to snuff, and it's back up to full. And somehow the Stern Pioneer squads are absolutely laying into my lieutenant. We need to get him back up to full. The airdrop is up here, which is fine. We'll get these riflemen and capture it. They're down to 32, so I don't even think they will last the next airdrop, to be honest. If we just keep this up, then this should be an easy win for our armoured division. That's a Puma. Definite issue. Since we don't really have a lot of anti-tank, it may be worth moving stuff out. We do need to move the Stuart in. The Stuart's down here for some reason. So what we need to do is first of all get these guys to retreat. We don't want to lose a squad. With that Puma, it is annoying that it's there, but it's not the end of the world. We can always just keep bringing people back. That is definitely an issue. Jesus Christ. Yep, Lieutenant's dead. Everybody run away. You go to the north to keep yourself alive. We don't want to deal with that Puma, since we lost basically a lot of units in there just because of an artillery barrage. It's better just to move out, and that's about it, really. We don't want to do anything silly. We just want to hold what we have. They only have 8 points left. If we can just get the next drop, or at least hopefully get the next drop, then we should be completely fine. I mean, as I said, then the next drop might not even get here in time, so we should be completely fine. The Puma in itself is definitely an issue. Let's see, they're down to 2 points, and the airdrop is in. Yeah, they're dead. Good night, sweet prince. There we go. They better be. That was quite a rough ride, but we beat them by over 100 points, so that was pretty good. They were cut off from supply though. They only had 3 stars, not the full 5 that you can run into, so it's nice to get them out of the region, at least away from Bastogne, which seems to be an area which was heavily fought over. So there we go. Baker Company and the Mechanized Infantry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them to here, and we're going to take Espelay. The reason we're doing that is because I was going to go to Lianu, but with this, the fact that it has an encounter, it is better just to do that. And we're using the armoured, or the Mechanized Infantry, basically because they have more health than the other guys, so it's just easier. Enemy snipers in the area, enemy command vehicles are better protected. Increased enemy veterancy. Medals will be awarded. Destroy enemy HQs. Let's see what this guy says.
Assembling a shitload of command vehicles around Espelay. Not sure why, but it's a great opportunity to really hit them where it hurts. They have no idea we know they're there. So, they don't have a huge defensive force stationed in the area, but I suspect they'll have early warning systems, primarily these new infrared half-tracks. Get in there and knock out everything you can. Just be aware if you blow your cover, the Krauts will scramble everything in the area to protect those command vehicles.
Right, so it's more of a stealth mission, and I'm fine with that. Lieutenant specialization, unlocking the lieutenant building is free, and lieutenants gain the focused fire ability. Well, that's fucking great. That's really, really good. So that's what we'll be doing. So we're going to be trying to be as stealthy as possible. Now, against snipers and the infrared boys, it's going to be quite hard to do, especially with large vehicles, so we're probably going to go towards using infantry and that 57mm that we love. But we'll see how it goes. It depends on positioning, it depends on what areas they're covering, you know how it is. We'll have to see what's going on.
Heavily on command and control. This has been no different in the Ardennes offensive. Sources tell us that the enemy has consolidated a vast array of command structures around the town of Espelay. Should our boys make a move, any strike would undoubtedly come under the cover of night. Such action could cripple the Germans' ability to coordinate before they know what's hit them.
Bum, 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 bum.
We've got word that the Germans have command vehicles kicking around Espelay. Taking them out will go a long way in disrupting their chain of command. Let's get it done, men.
Let's get it done, baby.